Don't judge me. I just wish you knew. That's just like you. I miss you as I need you.
I'm a real nigga. I'm real. I'm a real. I'm a
A
real nigga.
real, a
Real
real.
nigga.
Well, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening, people? Sunday, as you already know, it is the STS Chronicles over here on the 6MK Live channel, which you already know. The Chronicles is a free for all show solely based off of whatever the hell we want to talk about. So hopefully y'all get to enjoy this conversation as we have, as these are one of the few, this show in particular is about conversations that we have that y'all may not know anything about us knowing anything about.
Mm.
6MK Live here, aka the six man. High May is in the building. And to my screen right, as you already know him as the senator, it is Mad Mike Sports.
Yeah, yeah. AKA Luciano, AKA the commissioner, AKA do what's right for the family.
AKA you do wrong by the family, your ass is exiled.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And at the bottom of the screen, you know him as the tactician. We call him the Joker.
That's right.
It is
AKA Mr. Shut Your Mouth.
Mr. Shut Your Mouth in the building, y'all. And like I said, man, it's the STS. Like I said, you may get some Falcon conversation over here, you may not. But like I said, man, like I said, hopefully y'all enjoy the conversation we have for you today. So right now, as we're looking at in the chat, we have a few people in here. We got A137 Sauce. We got Tony Hall. We got we got Sonya. And we got ATL Leo.
Hey, K Stop, man, say something. I got an announcement, man.
Go ahead, do you think? Do you think?
I want to thank everybody. Y'all helped me get to 200, man. I appreciate y'all help me break my milestone. Next goal is 300. Like I said, man, y'all keep subscribing to everybody on the panel in the family. Hey, man, when I get to 3, man, I probably have something special for you guys. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in and showing all the love. So, hey, once again, man, y'all help me hit my 200. Give yourselves a pat on the back, man. I appreciate you. Couldn't have done it without you.
Free hoes for 300. Free hoes.
One cheek by another.
Well, shout out to Wall for hitting the milestone on 200.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go ahead and get right into this damn thing here. Let's get to the thing here. So I kind of want to open this show off, and I want to catch some of this breaking news that's been going on here in the sports world. And yo boy Kevin Durant, aka Ashy Ankles, is getting shipped off to Houston. If you haven't
Yeah.
heard that, right,
That man
Mr.
trying to
Kevin
go
Durant,
all he trying to go north, south, east, west of the whole country, I see.
he tried to see what that thing smell like. So yeah, he's been getting down there in Houston for a couple players and a lot of draft picks, man. Let me get y'all thoughts on that. Well, what y'all think about this?
I just think this boy is something wrong with him. Like my thing is why do you want to keep going to team after team after team after team? Are you never happy? This dude seemed like he's never happy about anything. To be going through this team with that much talent, he just traveling from team to team to team to team to team to team. It's concerning to me because Houston is not going to win anything. I'm just saying.
Mm, especially when you gave a young emerging player
That's the guy
and
gonna
one
butt,
of
right?
your
Yeah, I don't even
and
get that.
and and, and one of your pest the pest on the team, which is Dylan Brooks. I find that very, very interesting. Dre Woods, what's going on, man?
Well, I get why they did that. They just tired of him. I'm
What you
not
trying to say?
surprised.
He on the he's on the Draymond Green side of things.
I think he passed that. At least Draymond is good for the franchise. Yeah, I don't know what this dude good for.
Well, he dances before he gets on the court. That's the only thing I can think of.
So what you trying to say? He's entertaining.
Somewhat. And Dre Woods here said Charles Barkley was right about KD after all. I mean, it, it just goes back to what the reputation is. He is a mercenary for the rings. Now I don't know if Houston may have been one of his designated targets where he wanted to go to, or this might be a franchise thing where they're looking at the Oklahoma City Thunder and looking at how that team was built off of the Paul George trade, which about 67% of their roster literally came off of that one trade.
Yeah, that's why I say I don't get what he thinking at all.
There are no shortcuts to a championship. You're not just gonna jump on the team and just get a ring like that. That's not how it works.
Mm. And Southside here says they got Devin Booker, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, and Bradley Beal, and they're all shooting guards. They still don't have a point guard. That's true.
I mean, I understand that, but the off season isn't open, so I'm not worried about that. You just gotta wait for the off season. And plus, I'm already hearing that not Dylan Brooks, but Bill is they're trying to find a way to get rid of Bill. They sick of
Mm.
him, so
Yeah, I mean, they should have known with Bradley Beal they wasn't gonna be that. Like you said, that wasn't going to be no franchise
mhm.
altering player. That's just pretty much another one of these typical guards that like to shoot a lot, but add nothing else to it.
Mhm.
But we'll see how that plays out, man. We see how that plays out. That will be an interesting story coming up. So I just wanted to get that out the way. And like I said, man, we got a couple topics that we want to get to because we're going on right before we hit the exclusive World of Wrestling show with OG Truth Hurts and the rest of the exclusive World of Wrestling family,
And the,
which is made up of the Holy Alliance, of course.
yeah.
So we got two topics today. We have a personal conversation, a personal topic, which is personal evolution, and we got some ratchet shit. We're gonna talk about the BET Uncut memories.
Oh man.
You mean that failure? Okay.
Yeah. But before we get there, fellas, I'm gonna let you know what y'all, if there anything that y'all want to go ahead and get off your chest before we start, man, let y'all go ahead and have at it for a couple minutes.
One
Uh,
drill, got anything?
mm, let's jump right into the topic because these people need to know what's going on.
All right, all right. So we're gonna go right into the nice conversation here, which is personal evolution. Um, we're gonna save the second half of the show for the BET Uncut Memories, and there's a reason why I want to
Uh,
talk about that. So, Mike, Juan, when you hear the term personal evolution, what is the first thing that comes to your mind?
growth. Growth is what I see and hear when I hear that.
You took the words out of my mouth. Not going to actually say that.
Go ahead, man.
Go ahead,
Go
Mike.
ahead, Mike.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, personal evolution, man. Like, it's life is all about growth. Um, there were stages even in Jesus' life where he was a baby, you know, infant, and then he grew to be an adult. And through those stages, it was he had no worries whatsoever. He could just be a child, and then you go from a child to teen, growing into who kind of figuring out things, and then you go to an adult and you fall into your purpose after after your teens. You kind of figure out who you are, and even in Jesus' time, like when you're an infant, you have no worries, and then you go growth. It's a bunch of personal issues that turn into um, problems. You can't avoid problems no matter how hard you try to pretend as though they don't happen. Problems are gonna follow you. So you might as
Mm,
well just get comfortable with following. Um, just get comfortable with the problems. The thing is with that is how you deal with those problems when they come, when they arrive. And I'm glad Dre said that it's called maturity and understanding. Once you understand that problems are going to be there, and you it's just about it's how you deal with them. And this is not a world where you could pretend like it's not going to happen. You're going to be called names. You're going to be screwed over. Your family is going to call you horrible, horrible names. They are going to. It's human nature for us to be complete jackasses. But you know what isn't human nature?
mm. What's up?
It's to think that those things aren't to think the things that happen to us was not human nature to think that it's never going to change.
Mm.
It's not human think nature to think because that's not the truth. Those things will change, but it comes down to choice. Everybody
Mm,
has the freedom and the choice to believe that things are going to get better. And I know I sound like a fucking preacher right now, but that's life is all about what you make it, to be honest. If you focus on the negative, if you focus on the good, your life will be that. You look, even if bad things happen to you, if you're focusing on all of the good things, like the bad things are just gonna be like, yeah, all right, whatever. Let me go over here and, sit with my homeboys or my homegirls or my wife or my kids because they make my life you're not even focused on the bad shit because you so focused on the good things. So it's all about what you make it. And I think a lot of people forget that. They think because life is life, and the more you ignore it, it's never gonna. No, your power is in your choice. Your life and what's good is all in your choice. You choose to focus on negative. You choose to focus on the bad thing. You choose to not hear people that try to get you to do better. It's all about choice.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and rip the band-aid off. A lot of y'all not gonna like it, but so be it. Let me tell y'all something, man. Stop coming out here using social media and their ways to justify what you do in your life, choices or no choices. Okay, everybody got trauma from something. You're not the only one. Everybody got trauma. There's tiers of trauma. Some people may have to go seek help, but everybody don't need a therapist. What you need is an accountability partner. You need somebody that's gonna rock you back on your heels when you get in apathy. Because the one thing people fail to realize about the world we live in, it don't care nothing about you having a bad day. It don't care nothing about how your parents treated you, who did you wrong, who harmed you, who didn't harm you. And I'm sorry, this is gonna sting a little bit. You have a responsibility, if you're an able-bodied adult, to decide how you want to live. Your mama, your daddy, and whoever else did you wrong is not going to live your life for you. There is a point in time where you got to get up off your ass, stop feeling sorry for yourself, look around, see that if you're up breathing and you in your right mind and you can move around, you got to make different decisions. You got to make different choices. You got to stop leaning on stuff as an excuse. Because yes, when it happens to you, fine. Then you grieve, fine. Then after grief is you get over it and you get on. Everybody want to come up here, but this happened to me. Yeah, so what? Life happens to everybody unfairly. You ain't the only one, Pumpkin. You're not the only one. And then you get on social media and put these fake tags and titles on yourself, trying to make yourself feel better, and you are too chicken shit to deal with your problems. There is a time and a place for everything, including trauma. Including trauma. Now, nobody's taking away the fact that you don't have the right to feel how you feel. Yes, everybody does. But after the feeling's over with, you got to get to work. You got to get to work. You will stay in the same cycle you've been in until you learn to grow through it. Growth is more painful than death and injury because it's lifelong. It don't go nowhere. You can't put it off. You can't hide from it. You can't run from it. And you can't pass it off to somebody else. And I'm going to tell you something. If you the type of person where anytime a conversation gets uncomfortable and you pass off the responsibility to another adult, you have not grown. You have not grown. The most difficult person to look at on this planet is you. Because you know when you fuck up, you know how you think, and you know how you feel. And these conversations got to be had because everybody say, well, I need to get a therapist. That therapist sitting up there telling you what the fuck you already know. You paying $100 now for an educated person that reads books to tell you what the fuck you already know. Some of y'all want your hands held in private and y'all want to look big in public. That's the fucking problem. And you want to read all these books and go to all these people that's going to say, well, what do you think about how you feel? Fuck that. You need to take accountability and stop bullshitting. But you look at people like us and say, well, you've never been anything. You don't care. The fuck I have. I've been through a lot. But I had somebody to sit me down and say, okay, we know you feel bad. We know what you're going through. After that, after we get this out the way, what the fuck are you going to do about it? Because you can't keep dragging this on year after year. Guess what? Life is short. So what you tell me, you're going to get to the end of your life and realize, oh, damn, I done wasted all these years having a pity party over something that had happened 40 years ago? My question is, are you alive and have you survived it? If you survived it, get off your ass and do something different. Nobody's gonna hold your hand. Nobody's coming to save you. Even the good Lord says in the Bible, if you take 2 steps, he'll take some. Not if I come grab your hand and pull you to me. No, you take 2 steps. You can't be you can't be no whatever you want to call yourself, the CEO, boss, this, boss. You can't be that, and you too chicken shit to deal with your own problems. Y'all gotta wake up. You got dummies running around here doing shit for you.
Woo!
Mike, how you feel like how you gonna cook after that, man? What you takes on Juan the way you just said?
I mean, my thing is, like for me, because it's for me, it's I'm trying to find a way to put this, but the thing is, for me, I've always been a jackass. Okay, that's first and foremost. So I've always taken a slightly different approach to people when it comes down to how people view me, because I've always heard that I'm a jackass. How I move, I'm mean. Why I'm so mean? Why I look so mean? Like I've always heard that. So when people tell me good things, I be like, all right, what the fuck do you want? Why are you being nice to me? Because I'm so comfortable with people telling me, all right, I'm a jackass. So the thing is, for me, I have personally learned to hear that, receive it. Let me say that again. You hear it and receive it, because a lot of people who've been through a lot of turmoil, they always think that, all right, this person is just only being nice to me to try to get to me. And then that's what I meant earlier about hearing you choosing to be something and dismiss it, or you choosing it and you becoming it, and vice versa. A lot of people don't. When people say, "All right, yeah, I'm this and I'm that," for instance, like I said, for me, I've always said I'm a jackass. What's wrong with you, boy? Hearing that from my mom, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hearing that from a lot of so people saying nice things to me, I'm like, I grew up thinking, yeah, these people want something out of me. This ain't normal for me. So I had to get to a point where I had to take that in and receive it. It's hard for me. And the crazy part about it, and Kev knows this, and Kev the kind of he's almost the exact person when it come down to people praising him. He feels very uncomfortable and just not like it doesn't. I don't want to say the wrong thing for Kev, but for me, it's almost like, all right, shit. All right, what? It's just weird. So I've gotten to the point where I hear it, and I receive it, but I don't let it go to my head. And I think when people do receive it, they let it go to their head. So it's a balancing act. But don't think for one, just because everybody not out to get you, man. And I think that's the thing. We live in a society right now where everybody in the world thinks somebody's after them. So they got to look out for themselves. I always say this. You get exactly what the fuck energy you put out. There's a lot of motherfuckers out here who think that if they look out for themselves, then good things will happen to you. Fuck no. You're going to burn in fucking hell for that shit. And I'm telling you, because I've been there. There's a lot of motherfuckers out here that preach this bullshit about doing for me. If I do for me, everything else is gonna come. Okay, you try. I guarantee your motherfucking life gonna go straight to hell. I promise you that. You get and you get what you put out. You put out good energy, you're gonna get good energy. You put out bad energy, I guarantee you will get every fucking bit of the energy you put out. Somebody's you sit there and say, I'm out for me, I'm out for me, I'm out for my children. Guess what? Yeah, it's gonna be them kids right back in your face. Okay? Them same kids that you love, them same people that you love, them people gonna be staring you right in your face when they leave you to yourself. The energy that you put out, I guarantee you'll get it. And I'm talking about for good. I'm not sitting up here threatening people's lives, say everybody going to hell. You are going to get, I fucking promise you, whatever energy you put out. It's going to smack your ass in the face, good and bad. And this is what I fucking promise you that.
Well, the thing is, people don't realize you're not put on this earth to serve yourself. You're put on this earth to serve others. If you think you were born to be served and be all about you, you walking around here with Ray Charles glasses on, because you're not here. And I'm gonna go a little bit deeper than what Mike said. You're not here because of yourself. You're here because of other people, especially when you have kids. You're not here. I'm not here because of myself anymore. You know why? Because I got 4 kids that I am responsible for leaving a legacy to. So every choice that I make now, good or bad, is a reflection of what they're going to have to deal with once I leave here. So I try my best to live my life now serving people, whether they like or dislike the service. That's a personal problem. But none of us are here for ourselves. Do not think that you were put on this earth to breathe this air for you. You are not that important. You are put here for somebody else. Each one teach one. You can get mad. You ain't got to believe. You ain't even got to believe in look, if that's your choice. I do, but that's your choice. But you're not here for yourself. Please don't think that. You're not that good. You weren't built like that. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. You're not that good. They go for anybody. You were put here to service other people. You have a specific skill set, a specific mindset, a specific talent that is to benefit other people. You know what you get in return for a few years? It's called compensation, or what? Money. Other than that, your gift is not for you. It's for everybody else. So the minute you start thinking it's about you and all about you, guess what happened? You just basically X'd out 7.9999 billion other people on this planet that God's got waiting on your talent. So yeah,
Guys like Michael Jackson, Prince was put on this earth for us. They shared their talent for us. Martin Luther King shared his talent for us. If he would have been selfish and said, I'm just going to write this down in my journal and not share it with the world, we wouldn't even be in the places we are. You are not here for you. And we got to understand that. And that's what we mean when we talk about being able to understand that the words and the things that comes out of our mouths and our actions does in fact, it affects everybody around us, your good and bad. So do your family, your friends a favor. Understand that the choices that you make are going to affect everybody. And that's like shit. Y'all have no idea how much I really want to be cussing motherfuckers out. But I know if I do certain things and have certain actions, there's going to be consequences to those things.
what you got on this, Kev?
There's a 6-man don't win out again. I don't know.
And know. Sam said he wanted to get on here. I don't know if you saw it.
Mm. If you want to get on here, man, it's up to that. That's fine.
Yeah, somebody shoot him the link. It's all right. But yeah, what's your thoughts on this, Kel?
Well, as far as the personal evolution side of things, man, I think y'all pretty much just covered it verbatim as far as understanding uh, what you're good at, what you're bad at, what you can improve on, and what you don't need to do. And I think for us, as we get older, that's where we have to understand, okay, this is not it. Okay, these behavior um, patterns that I have, it's not bringing me anything, nothing better, but it's keeping me at a level that I don't need to be. Because the reality of it is, once you get older, you got you have to improve in something in your fight and in your behavioral patterns. Because one of the biggest issues that's going on right now is you have a lot of people who are stuck in a particular time in their lives, and instead of evolving into something that could definitely be an improvement to not just yourself but the people around you, now you're stuck in a continuous cycle of bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Controversy breeds growth.
And Leo
Discontent
here,
breeds
good,
growth.
right? And Leo here said, honestly, I wouldn't have changed much if I wasn't around AFN, and this is on some real shit. Yeah.
Right. You, you don't find out. You don't find out who you are when everything's going good. You find out who you are when everything is on the rocks. Your back's against the wall. And I'm gonna give y'all an instance from you can look it up on YouTube and everything, but from the motivational speaker Les Brown. He said, if you ever go do the study on a bamboo tree, for y'all that know, y'all nod with me. Bamboo tree, you got to water that thing for 5 years nonstop. You can't stop. Water it for 5 years. And in the fifth year, it grows 45 feet tall in roughly like a couple of weeks, maybe I think like between 6 and 9 weeks. But don't quote me on the time it grows, but it grows quickly. The most important time of the bamboo tree's life is the 5 years of being watered. Imagine the average seed takes maybe about 4 days to germinate, depending on how deep you put it in the ground, and it sprouts. But 5 years, 5 long years, every day. Problem is, y'all in this microwave society that's telling you that, hey, guess what? If you do it, it'll instantly happen. Nope. It don't work like that. And I've said this about our team. I'll say this to anybody. If you want to get beyond where you at, do the hard work and work on yourself. Face yourself and work on yourself. Because if you keep doing the same crazy shit, leaning on the same scenarios, expecting a different result, then you have just become the definition of insanity. And I'm gonna add something to that insanity. It's called
Yo,
laziness. You are complacent in your pain and you want somebody to pull you out, dust you off so you can strut around and say you made it. And life don't work like that.
Hmm. Good. Will here said this is why the shows are so popular. There's no I, only we, and the people can see that.
100%. I mean, this is, I think I've said it to all of you in some way or another since I came on board. It's the fact that we've got each other. You know that life is going to kick you in the balls harder than anything else. It is going to. There are going to be days where you're going to be on your ass, but this is why the nation functions the way it does, because we care about one another too enough to realize we are all human beings first, and and we need to be treating each other as such. Like, this is a network of guys and girls who give up their time, not just for ourselves, as much as we all are Falcons fans and we're all passionate about the game. We are also here to serve y'all, the wider Atlanta community, the community around the world that are checking in every day to listen to us. So yeah, that's all. That's kind of all I wanted to say on it. We ain't perfect, but we just take each day as it comes. That's all you can do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you said the perfect word right there. We are not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But
Mhm.
like you say, it's going to have to take for you to realize that you're not perfect.
Right.
And the greatest detriment to oneself is thinking that we're the quote unquote perfect beings and we have nothing to work on. And that's where you're the most vulnerable to the bad things or the worst things that happen to you because you see yourself as somebody that has no need of improvement. Like you said,
Hmm.
Juan, it's just basically lazy. Mr.
Yeah.
Wide, what's going on, man?
What's happening, ladies and gentlemen?
What's
How's
happening?
everybody doing? Well,
What's happening, man? What's happening, man?
I peeked in the ear, and there was some life discussions going on. Uh, and I figured it would be since I'm a good example of doing outlandish shit, surviving outlandish shit, and being given a chance to do some outlandish shit. Um, Someone took it upon themselves at one point to decide to kind of throw my past into social media. Yeah, I'm a reformed, retired former criminal, and I've done a whole lot since 1989. A whole lot. I have survived a lot since 1989. I've lost a lot. I am a perfect example of someone, if you really knew the context of the things that I've gone through, would probably, the average person would probably be one or two places in a mental institution or 6 feet under. I am the firstborn of a 75-year-old preacher. Yeah, that old saying is true. Preachers' kids are usually the worst ones. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Mr. White and I have that in common.
Yeah, yeah,
Just because
yeah.
you're close to the Lord don't mean that you ain't a part of the cloth right away. It take a
I,
minute.
I try to forewarn certain types of people sometimes when they try to go down that we gonna, what I'm saying, get into some G shit. Are you sure you want to ride that train?
Nah.
Yeah, and just uh,
100%.
the
I think some of you boys have said it before. If you ain't about that life, don't act like you're about that life.
Right,
That part.
right,
There you go.
right,
There
right.
you go.
Look, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna tell y'all something. Warren, Mike, and Kev are lifesavers because at different times, and in many ways, they have kept a few said type individuals walking around this planet. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See, because I view friendship a different type of way. You know, I'm 56 years old. You know what I'm saying? My thoughts on things are maybe a little archaic as opposed to how some people think nowadays. I take loyalty serious,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
very serious.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
I take it beyond serious, to be quite frank about it.
Oh, 100%.
I
Leo.
I
Mike's had
consider
a few headaches
Mr.
and never have
Blessing
to.
my friend. I consider Kevin my friend. I consider Juan my friend. And I'm quite sure if I get to know this Sean Connery talking individual over here, he'll be my friend too.
Look, Will, my dude, man. I love Will,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
You
Will
know,
family, man. Will
Yeah.
family, man.
Yeah.
That's family.
Listen, if you want to leave this planet in a hurry, mess with my friends. If
Boy,
you
if
if you if you
mm,
want if you want to dismiss yourself prematurely, fuck with my family. A lot of y'all get out here and be talking at keyboard warriors, and then when shit get real, man, you ain't that serious. You ain't obviously you not old enough to know how to talk. See, back in my day, when you say things like "I'm coming to see you," that means get ready for war.
Mm-hmm.
yep.
When you say things like what you want to get, that means get ready for war.
That's it. It's the same in Glasgow. We have a reputation all around Britain. There are books written about it called Glasgow's Ganglands. And there
Mm-hmm.
was a time, maybe even 40, 30 years ago, if you said the wrong words to the wrong guy in the wrong pub, you would get glassed
Woo.
in the face
That part.
yes.
to
That
start.
part.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, know where you are, know your surroundings.
Listen, and he ain't talking about no glass. He ain't talking about no glass. Glasses stuff. He talking about real crack your skull
Real
type
glad.
pub glasses. I know exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah, we are talking about a
I have
solid
gone
pint
many
glass.
times, man.
Right.
I've gone to many a times, and I've had to, you know, reestablish contact with old friends and say, "No, you stay your ass at home because they ain't about that life. You stay your ass at home. Get your ass back across the border."
Mm.
It,
It's a
it,
scary
it,
world we live in, though, man. Like, you got to keep to your own.
you don't know. A lot of times people don't know who they be talking to, and then you're saying out of pocket shit, and then not realizing you're saying out of pocket shit because you don't know language.
Right.
Mhm.
You don't know how to read the room. You don't know how to read the atmosphere. A lot of times it takes people genuinely, what I'm saying, to go through some things to grow up or to catch a valuable lesson.
Mhm.
I'm willing to bet the four gentlemen on this panel right now have seen, done, and had and experienced lessons.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I've been jumped a time or two. I've been jumped by a couple of guys a time or two for getting
OG.
for popping off at the mouth, and you learn when to pop off at the mouth. And popping off at the mouth when you surrounded by two guys ain't necessarily the smartest thing.
OG, the word
Not at all.
that you're kindly wanting to convey to these people is discernment. No,
Yeah,
it's not a church word. It's not just for the pulpit, it's for the street too.
yeah. Now I wanna turn down a different street right here. The three of these gentlemen on this panel have been with me through some real shit. Okay. Um, it has been real and it's been unwavering and it's been unmixed. So you don't have to talk about being real to be real.
Mm, mm,
You know, that's the thing that I love about this group, this crew, this conglomerate. You know, because these last 7 weeks for me, um, it's been a lot of days where I've needed a drink and needed several moments.
But that's it. Isn't there's no shame in pressing pause every once in a while.
hmm
I'd rather you press pause and take a breath than rage quit, to use a gamer analogy.
Right.
I like that. I like that.
You know,
Yeah, I've definitely pressed pause quite a few times. And
one drill did something here recently that a lot of people don't do or don't know how to do. You know what I'm saying? And there's a practice from, you know what I'm saying, the guys in this group, and it goes around a lot. That man picked up the phone, he called me, and he asked me. And I know it was God because at that particular point, I needed somebody to talk to, just to know there was care.
mm-hmm.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? I and people go through things, and I'm not saying what anybody else goes through ain't heavy or whatnot. I'm just talking about me right now. Um, loss, heavy loss, processing and still processing. Sometimes it don't take much with just to know that somebody's paying attention, that someone has a genuine concern, or someone is real about their sincerity.
Hmm.
It
I'm gonna just
matters.
be straight up. We
That shit
all
matters.
like
That shit
100%.
matters.
And as you say about loyalty and about this conglomerate and having those guys that are only a message away, I know for a fact that even despite the time difference or the fact that I'm some 15,000 miles away, I know I could message any one of you guys, even at 3 a.m. your time. And if you were up, you would be there for me. I get it. And that's what this is. It's knowing, like, I was in a mess after my dad passed. If y'all have seen the photos, he was quite the man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
right.
but I'm just glad. I'd like to think that he was proud that I've carved out my own little niche here, and kind of I've got people who are loyal to me that I'm loyal to in return. It's it speaks volumes, and it hits different. It really, really does.
What the thing is, and if you notice, Sam, when Sam said that, I only, I probably mentioned it to Mike in passing. You didn't see me on Instagram bragging about it. I wasn't on Facebook. I didn't take it to Twitter. I didn't go to Threads. You know why? Because I did not need the world's permission to be of service. I'm taking care of my own business. And I remember Sam saying that he was going through some stuff. He had just had some difficult news. I stopped what I was doing and I said, yeah, let me call him right quick. I didn't expect anything other than, OG, how you doing? And we had maybe about a 30, 45-minute conversation. And that was that.
Yeah.
I didn't look for praise. I didn't look for, congratulations or adulation from nobody because it didn't matter.
Yeah, it's not about you.
Right. It was about that, man. I didn't know. I didn't ask him the depth of what he went through. I just let him know, bro, you're not alone. You know what I'm saying? I had just, buried, my daughter's godfather. I know. I said, I said, look, when we get some time, we're going to go out, get you out the house so that you can get stuff off your chest. That's what I said. I didn't parade it around. I didn't say, hey, y'all, look at me. Look what I did for No. See, when you genuine, you don't know how people respond to what they do until they respond to what they do.
Mm-hmm. And you never stop to ask, where's my thanks? The only question you ought to
Nah.
be asking is, does anyone else need anything while I'm here?
Yeah.
Sam thanked me, and I said, it's okay. I got you. Just to understand where a man is standing at right then and there, that's what saves lives, bro. This is why we keep trying to tell y'all, growth. Because in that small moment, let's just say I had been an arrogant person and I just decided to call him just so I could pose it. In that small moment, I probably could have learned some humility. You see what I'm saying? You change a person's life by being genuine and you serve them. You don't look for no thanks. Thanks comes when that man shows up at an event and he's in his right mind and he ain't went off the deep end. You know what I'm saying? That's thanks.
Yeah.
Making sure that he ain't like, oh boy, God rest his soul, being on top of a bridge ready to jump because he don't think nobody give a shit. That's thanks. The shit you get on Instagram don't mean nothing.
And you know what's very interesting about that? See, now y'all done added to the conversation. You done added a question in here. But like I said, I say even for myself in my case, like I said, being an only child, you know, and always, and I wasn't a bad kid, but I was a real bad introvert as far as dealing with people and not having that ability to really express how I feel about certain things. That's why I always look at this group and I always say, and I tell Mike, I tell Sam, I tell Juan all the time, this group right here is actually the redemption of my former self. It, like you said, being able to actually learn how to express myself and not really worried about what people think about it. Like you said, I may be the youngest guy. I may be the youngest guy, one of the younger guys of the group. But I always say it like this: I appreciate everybody that I've been around because, like you said, y'all helped me learn myself. Y'all helped in my personal confidence, and what it did was it also helped me in life dealing with all other aspects of it. But y'all added to something that's very interesting too is, do y'all think with us living in this social media age has hindered people from personal evolution?
Yes.
I don't, because I think it's just a microscope. I think it's the um I think it just, what's the word? I don't want to say microscope because I mean it does and large, and what's this has always been the case. I mean, if you actually look at history in itself, history has been far worse before the internet. I mean, you look at Scotland, you look at um, Iran. I mean, what we know as the barbarian. But the what's the word I'm looking for? But
Choose
it's the
choose your next
Roman.
words carefully, Mike. There's a barbarian actually in the panel.
I know. That's why I'm saying that. You see what I'm saying? Like you got the Roman Empire, you have the Egyptian Empire. Like these people were literally destroying each other for no reason. They were going into villages and cities and nations and whatnot, and just taking everything of these people. So I don't believe. I think what the internet has done has just given everything. I just think everything has just been. It's like painting a picture of the world that has already been fucked up. Where all the internet is doing is painting a visual picture where everybody can see the blood, sweat, and tears. Now, that's where I say I do not think the internet is anything that before it was before let's keep it real. This is why guys like Muhammad Ali, the reason why they didn't go over to Vietnam. It wasn't because America hasn't killed before. We've been killing each other for years. Like we've been killing the people, the natives of this country. We've been killing people in this country for years, for centuries. This has been the case. The only reason why that was as vicious as people say is because it was visualized. They went over there and they recorded it. So I do not believe that we are any better than what the thing is. What it has done is just. I think if you want to say anything about what the internet has done, it's just given people even more of an incentive to like things that are considered taboo.
100%.
This
I think it's
person this person has $1 million being a jackass, so I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I just think it just gives them more incentive to be jackasses. But the world has been complete shit. I mean, Hitler killed millions and millions of innocent people, and it went a fucking internet around when he would do it to blame that for. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say this. I'll say this. The internet is in itself didn't do it. The internet just became the
It put a lot
the
of
mag. No,
problems going on in life
it
out the
became
way.
it became the magnifying glass. But
Yeah.
what it did do, it took away. Well, no, it didn't take away. It gave license to people not using critical thinking when it comes to growth, because it opened up the platform opened up room for opinions to go to bat with facts and
Yeah.
emotions to go to bat with logic and it just showed you what was already there. Because remember, anything big that happened before social media, it was either you either had to see it on TV on the news or you had to read it in the newspaper, which means that you had to use cognitive functions to understand what you were reading. So it took a minute. You really had to read for what was going on. Now you just you just get on the phone, throw your opinion out there, and tell people, well, you don't have the right to critique my opinion. That's what it is. So nobody now uses critical thinking when it comes to growth. They gotta go to the internet and get their opinion given to them. And I'm sorry, that's not how life works.
And let me turn the dimmer down just a little bit further for y'all as well. The internet is also a den of inequity. The amount of bullshit opinions, the amount of pornography. I don't want to see wanting ass when I'm looking up fucking, I don't know, what the weather's like in the A, for instance.
I agree.
You can have any fucking opinion in the world, and you will find someone out there in some part of the world who's going to share it with you. That's
Yeah.
and in a way, it's the good thing about the internet. I mean, if we didn't have the internet, I wouldn't be on here with you guys chatting shit. But it's dark, man. It's dark.
I kind of get what you're saying. Well, when you want to look up a football or a camshaft, you don't want to see two cheeks and who's bending over before you get to it.
100%.
Lord
And
have mercy.
it's sad that we as men are saying this, but it desensitizes you. And that's why there's so many freaks out there, because they do nothing but consume this content constantly, and they're wanting deeper, harder, such as it has been with drugs, or the way that big pharma will paint it about the illegal drug industry. And that's what I was going to say as well. If you can create the media, you can also control the media, and that's what we're seeing now. With CNN, NBC, these big, huge companies over there, BBC if you're in the UK,
Yeah.
they have the power to control the narrative. So we can't even trust the media anymore, and it's a scary, scary world.
Well, the thing is, and it goes back to that word I put with Sam. When you have a lot of information, you have to have discernment. See, the problem is, last 40 years, you when we were coming up, when the old heads were still around, 70s, 80s, you had to have critical thinking skills. You can't play on the dangerous playground without critical thinking skills. I don't need your opinion on how not to kill myself on the swing set. But see, when you get older, people in our generation that were critical thinkers now need the opinion of people that came after them. First of all, you ain't lived long enough to teach me nothing. I'm sorry. Because all of the knowledge that you gain off this internet will not trump the life experience that I have survived. I'm sorry. That's why older people have wisdom, because they lived through stuff. They didn't read about it.
How was that information curated in the first place?
Right.
Through people's life experiences.
Yeah. That's why the old saying is, experience is your best teacher, because you survived it.
Mm-hmm.
There is no amount of books that you can read about Sam's past life that you're gonna understand in full detail. Let Sam tell you what he did, because there's some stuff the book not gonna be able to comprehend. Some stuff that Mike did that the book's not gonna be able to tell you. My life, and so you gotta have discernment now, because you're gonna have to really know deep down what's real from what's fake, what's true from opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll have somebody get on TikTok today and tell you gravity ain't gravity, but I guarantee you jump off the house, gravity will kick in. Mm-hmm. Gravity will be there waiting on you when you hit the ground. Well, you had 12,000 other people that took his opinion. Well, did you see him jump off the house? No. That's the problem. Nobody got discernment, and people too chicken shit to get it. I will listen to Sam. Sam 10 years my senior. So guess what? He been around longer. He didn't see more than I have. So it would be wise for me to go to him and say, hey, Sam, what about this? Sam will say, young man, don't do that. Okay, Sam, why? Because A, B, C, and D. I'm not going to run back to the internet and say, hey, Sam said this. What do you guys think? It does not matter. You ain't been here long enough.
Respect your elders. Facebook don't really know shit.
Thank you.
These motherfuckers don't know a damn thing.
That's
y'all right about that.
Motherfuckers would go to the internet to find a solution to a life experience. Let me go on TikTok to see what such what I say about this.
Bro.
I'm finna go to TikTok and figure out how do I overcome low self-esteem. Motherfucker, you know what to do.
Let's go to TikTok to figure out how the earth is shaped.
You got low self-esteem because you're a coward.
Well, how about this? How about this? Your elders told you breathe in, breathe out. Let me go to TikTok to find out how to breathe faster.
See, that's bull.
It's a flat earth, y'all.
I said it again. You got low self-esteem because you a coward.
Right. Because you're afraid to face you.
Why you afraid of normal shit? You know what I'm saying?
Got all the code to the PS5, but ain't got code to critical thinking. That's just what we doing.
And I'm finna get out of pocket real quick, but it's necessary. I've
Well,
seen
Don't
just a
do
little
it.
bit too much.
how far out of pocket are you talking about?
No, I'm not going to the HOV lane. I'm just
Okay.
Okay.
ladies, big girls in particular. There is nothing wrong with being comfortable within yourself. But some of you need to understand certain shit that you just can't damn well.
Well, he ain't lying.
Well,
He ain't lying.
yeah.
I've seen some stuff that in my mind I'm just saying, kill the visual, Lord, kill the visual.
I might need to rethink that idea of wearing a kilt in the air because I might go Mr. White into a stroke or something here.
Well, look.
A man in a
No.
skirt.
See,
What is going on?
There is nothing wrong with being comfortable with yourself, within yourself, and who you are. But for some of y'all, it's just some shit you just should
We
not.
don't need to see all that.
I'm going to point this out. Crop tops, halter tops, and certain sundresses. Hell no.
No. Here's the one that gets me. First of all, there are tiers. They're called underwear, shorts, and then there are shorts. No. They're shorts. Y'all have taken boy shorts and taken the boy out of them and just left the underwear on. You just did the bonnets and the underwear got to stop. It's 3:00 in the afternoon and you coming into Walmart basically advertising
If you can
bedtime.
slide a 16 ounce across your ass and not waste it, that means you have no ass.
What now? I'm gonna take it a step
That
forward.
means you have no ass. That means you should not put on boy shorts. That means you should not put on Daisy Dukes. That means you should put on something that come down just to your goddamn kneecap.
Well, how about this? And I'm speaking from love, and I want y'all to hear me because I'm speaking from some shit that I've seen. Like Sam said, it's no, and this goes for big and small people. It is no problem with you being comfortable where you are and what you choose to carry around. But here's the caveat that has consequences.
It looks like no damn muffin top done explode like a candy.
No, it ain't even that. A lot of y'all know the back. A lot of y'all know the inside of a grocery store better than you know your health. The cottage cheese may be cute to you, but ask your heart, is it cute?
You ain't shit.
I'm just saying. The cottage cheese may be cute to you, but ask your heart, is it cute? Because when you wake up that one morning and your ass can't breathe, then it get real. You flagpoles out here, it's cute. It is very cute to try to put on clothing and everything and this, that, and the other. We don't. You need to be very careful about blood circulation because strangling what's already compressed is not good for you. I'm sorry. The internet will lie to you. I'm not. I have seen you walking around here wearing tube socks as dresses is not cute. Okay? Okay? I'm just saying. Just like for us guys, brothers. Let me tell y'all something right now, and I'm gonna say this with the utmost disrespect, nigga. I don't want to see the crack of your ass at any time of the day, nigga. Pull them shits up.
No, we need to address that real right, cause
no, bro, for real.
No. Hear me out real quick. If you are 30 anything. If you are 30
where you about to go with this.
If you are 30 anything, damn it, why the fuck are you goddamn sagging?
Nigga. What? are you advertising for? I'm just gonna call it what it is.
I'm
Why,
just saying.
why does
I'm
a
talking to
man
these
want to show
grown
his booty? Okay, why?
I'm talking to these
That's my thing.
grown motherfuckers that got 17, 18-year-old goddamn teenage children, and you 30 something no, and you actually walk out your house with your motherfucking drawers up to my hanging 3.5 inches away from your ass crack.
Sam, no, lightly kissing the bottom of your ass cheek in public. Who are you advertising for, sir?
Even when you was young enough to goddamn dress like that, it wasn't good then. What about the fuck you make you think it's good now?
But what happened to the long shirt? Y'all niggas sitting up here wearing body shirts with your ass glistening.
Most of them motherfuckers that 30 plus, you know what happened to it? That long shirt got short because that belly got goddamn long.
Bruh.
Yeah, you heard it here first, boys and girls. Invest in a belt.
Bruh, look, back when we sagged a little bit, we sagged about 3 inches from the top of the belt line. And then we had clothing over the top of it. We didn't have pants down around our knees.
I'm NWA SAG, you know what I'm saying? And that was goddamn 1987, 88, 89.
Yeah.
And I ain't dressed like that since.
Thank you.
I look, y'all got a problem with sagging. I got a problem with a motherfucker wearing my sister pants. Okay.
Yeah, bro.
I got look. If I gotta see a dude wearing his nephew t-shirt, his sister pants, with some Jordans on, okay, that bothers me. I don't know why a man would want his nuts tight that damn. I don't get it.
Well, ask Young Thug because he started that shit.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now, as a father, okay, I told my son I didn't ask permission, I didn't negotiate, there wasn't an argument, there was an immediately threat from love. If I catch you with any of that on, whether you at my house or in public, I'm breaking both of your legs. You are not going to represent me like that. Nigga, you got my face and my name. Hell no. I don't give a shit if you grown or not. I will break your legs on sight. You will have to be in a wheelchair for the rest of your life. And I'm proud of it. Fuck you think going on here? No, that's the problem. Ain't nobody knocking these young niggas upside the head saying, nigga, that ain't what you supposed to do, until the cops come drag your ass away for looking like some other nigga that look like you wearing them pants like that.
Motherfuckers out here wearing sports bras type.
So they out here wearing dresses and boots.
Walking around with purses.
That's because all them goddamn Louisiana motherfuckers came up here to goddamn via Katrina.
And look, ATL said, let's not forget that we ain't gonna talk about that shit.
Nah.
I damn near threw my phone. I damn near threw my phone on the interstate when I saw that stuff. But see, and this is the problem though, because while we sit up here and advocate for healthy manhood, healthy relationships, healthy accountability, you got these motherfuckers out here being clowns. Here, let me give you just a good brief synopsis of what happens when you do that. Number one, you lose respect of the female counterpart because you're not standing on manhood. So this is why women some women have the right to say toxic masculinity. Masculinity ain't toxic. Y'all just a bunch of clowns out here playing parts that ain't designed for you. Number two, and I'm saying if that's your lifestyle, knock your fucking self out. But what you're doing for the collective is you're harming us, because why? Now we got to sit up here and deal with the fallout from y'all comfortability. And then you got these little young niggas trying to make trends that ain't trends. Ain't nobody about to be doing this shit 30, 40 years from now. That shit ain't cute. But then you want to get mad when the officer pull your ass over and say, you know what, you look like a description of such, because all y'all motherfuckers look alike. You're doing the same damn dumb thing. Man, dude, you messing up my rights. No, nigga, you have the right to dress like a man individually.
And they're getting younger and younger. It's like, boy, I really do not want to concuss a child here.
Like if you go back and look at the pictures and shit, you knew guys were different from the girls. You knew guys were different from themselves. Everybody had a style. Y'all walking around here looking like store-bought mannequins with clothes that don't fit.
Like Lee said, I used to buy my clothes baggy.
Thank you. And they had a problem
Exactly.
with that.
Like you said, you buy your clothes baggy just in case if your ass decide to get bigger.
Yeah.
You got some room to get.
Nigga, do you know we used to wear pants 2.5 sizes bigger than us? We could fit us and our friend in our pants and still
Right.
have enough room.
Right. And that's because we wore belts that meant something.
I think I'm the only one on this panel that actually had some hammer pants.
Oh, I had some, but it was in 5th grade. I'm not going any further. Not going any further.
I made some hammer pants in home ec, so I know.
You know what I'm saying? But bro, what we saying is,
And could do that dance.
bro, that Chinese patent leather shoes and the Chinese typewriter, that was the gateway. If you know, you know.
Nah.
But we trying to advocate for, if you want shit to change, you got to change. Plain and simple. Because I'm scared after us and maybe a couple of people in my son's generation that's got some of my my morals. Oh, nigga, it's about to be anarchy. It's about to be anarchy.
It's over with.
They gonna be leading y'all with the television screen because it's about to be anarchy.
Look, at the end of the day, I'm tired of people trying to redefine what a man and a woman is. Okay, dick, no dick, dick, no dick. Okay, it's just that simple. I don't care what you think. Look, I don't give a fuck how people take this. People have the freedom to do what they want to do, how they want to live, but don't force me to call you ma'am when you got a 19-inch slung between your legs. Ain't happening.
Wait, say, Mike. Wait, say, Mike. You're not gonna ignore the speed bump.
No, I'm not gonna ignore it. Okay? Ain't happening.
Like that scene in the 40-year-old virgin. Did you guys check her out, man? Her Adam's apple was as big as mine, and her hands were bigger than Andre the Giant's.
Goddamn stilettos.
Hey,
You be 6'3" in stilettos, and then your shit longer than mine, and you want to be mad because I ain't trying to argue.
Hey, Will, they sitting over there doing the Crocodile Dundee. He got to sit over there.
How you doing, ma'am?
Ma'am, your voice deeper than mine.
Xavier, let me talk. Look. Xavier, let me talk about non-binary. Yeah, you definitely. No, because you're not gonna blame it on the computer and the code that Bill Gates created. We're not doing that. Although I've heard about it, I'm not knocking your lifestyle, but we're not gonna get it confused. That's a choice. That's a choice.
That's not a good thing. Walking to a restaurant and then the maitre d' with a ponytail.
Let me set this straight. Look, Kev didn't see my cousin. I've showed people pictures of my cousin. My cousin is a transsexual. Okay, loving to death. But I'm not calling him no Moet. I'm not calling him Mo. He gets called Chris by her. Okay,
bruh.
I love him to death. But we don't do that now. Look, we don't do that. He can do whatever he do. Ain't no love lost. I love him to death. But that's not. Look, you're not going to force people to do it. And I think that's the thing. Everybody wants to force each other to conform.
Right.
And I should not have to be
the thing is,
the forced exception.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I might probably say confirmation is the same as a forced exception. I don't know. But that's where my angle of it is. Okay, you got your life. That's what you choose to do. Don't try to force me to accept what you do.
Yeah,
that's the thing. That's my thing. I don't hate nobody, because I had some coworkers at the airport when I used to work at the airport that were like that. My thing is this: again, it's a choice. It's a lifestyle. It's a choice. It's what you choose to do. It's what you choose to go by. The two problems I have is this: do not try to shame me for having original boundaries, and do not try to press upon children to take on your lifestyle because you're an adult. That's where I have a problem. I don't give what the fuck you do in your house with your clothing, with your body. That is your right. You got to live with whatever go on with you. But damn it, don't be sitting up here trying to indoctrinate kids saying it's the way. No, the fuck it's not.
Mm-hmm. And for
It's
those of
not.
you that think it's one way one day and one day the next, right, boys, for the next show, I want you all to call me Wilma, despite the fact that I'm rocking a beard, I'm 6 foot tall, and I have a nice rich baritone. How do you all feel about that? Make it make sense. Like, geez, peace.
Yeah, nah, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Make it make sense.
And we're wrong. And we're wrong when we bring these uncomfortable conversations up, because here's the problem. When you blur the lines, you put everybody in the same pot, and everybody is not on the same regimen. That's like me sitting up here saying,
happy. Live your life and be happy. That's fair enough. But don't try to force your choices on me.
Right. That's like me sitting up here saying, okay, I may eat a certain type of food. I'm not going to come over here and go to Mike and say, Mike, you need to eat this kind of food. If not, you're a hater. Mike going to be like, what the fuck, nigga? My stomach don't act like yours.
What you say? What you say? They say, you're a racist because you don't eat couscous.
Right. No, you sitting there talking about some, no. Mike, I'm sitting up here talking about, yeah, Mike don't drink Kool-Aid. But they say, well, Mike said, I drink water. Well, water's in Kool-Aid. Mike's like, you're lying.
You're lying. I gotta get that out. I gotta get that out.
I'm leaving the community chat. It's all over and done with because not one of y'all has tried haggis. I'm standing up for it. It's over with.
Hey, we gotta get an opportunity. Yeah, right, man.
If I ever get over, I'll bring one with me, man.
Look. We try food over here. So luckily, Don ass ain't here. His motherfucking
ass. To eat everything ain't gonna be goddamn. He's not gonna be discriminatory to anything.
Look, let me tell you something.
Then just don't read the description on the menu. Just get it down you. It tastes better than it sounds.
Well, I know y'all have certain dishes like with potatoes and stuff over there, bro. Trust me. I ain't got no problem. We go over there and have some ale or whatever. Like I said, y'all have, due to history, they have created survival food for cold weather. I'm telling you. So
haggis is basically liver, lungs, and suet, which is a type of pudding served in a sheep's stomach.
Oh,
fry that shit and tell me it ain't delicious.
Look. Well, it ain't no different, because when you go to some of these bougie places in Buckhead, they put stuff on the plate that's normal that don't look like it's supposed to be eaten. So don't feel bad. You pay $400. You pay $400 for some pureed pork chops. You like what?
Like 100%.
Fucking pureed pork chops.
I've got a running joke with my friend in New York that if he ever gets over to visit me and he stands still too long, they'll probably try to make him into a pie. We will deep fry anything.
Man,
yeah. Oh boy,
be sitting over here. I don't eat meat.
But look, hey, mess around and be like, yeah, well, what you eating right there? Oh, I'm eating me a chocolate, what is it? A vanilla chocolate pop. You know it's meat in that chocolate, right? No, it's not.
You got a whole bowl of vegetarian spaghetti.
oh my god! What the hell?
Oh my god!
Hey, look, Sam, and we ain't talking about squid either.
No, at all.
No. I think we done went over the 1 hour 25-minute mark.
Come on now, we having grown folk conversation.
No, what I'm saying is we just gonna have to save the second topic for another show, because this is very entertaining right here in itself. So, like I said, we can continue for about 10 minutes. There, you got truth going on here about 6:50 with the wrestling show.
Mm-hmm.
Keep
Look,
that
man.
show going on next.
Look, yeah, look. This is the thing. These are the uncomfortable conversations that actually make people appreciate. You know what I'm saying? This is therapy for people. This is our way of serving the public without trying to, be all on Instagram and stuff. These conversations need to be had because right now you wake up from day to day not knowing what your day is going to be like based on other people. If you get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
This conversation ain't uncomfortable. It's only uncomfortable those that are hiding from life. We ain't
Yeah.
hiding.
There
Yes.
you go.
Yes.
We ain't hiding.
Yeah, real talk is not uncomfortable by its nature. If you feel uncomfortable, that's your reaction to a real topic.
But here's the thing, Will, and here's the thing, guys, that people don't realize. Most of us right now are in our late 30s, 40s, mid to late 40s and 50s. We ain't got all day to be cute.
What you mean? You and your damn 40s. I'm peeking around the corner at 60. What you mean?
But what I'm saying is this, Sam, we ain't got all day. We ain't got all day. I buried somebody that died younger than me. 10 years younger than me. We ain't got all day to be cute about nothing. Every day on this planet, you should be thanking God for breath.
Mm-hmm. People are dropping at
Every
my
day.
age, and I'm only 33.
You know what
I
I'm
know my
saying?
spine feels 110, but I'm actually only 33.
But that's what I'm saying. We acting like we 8, 9 years old, got our whole life ahead of us, this, that, and the other, bruh. It's not cute now. You either gonna be real with yourself and your situations and the people, and you gonna show real love around the people around you, because you don't know what day you got to go. That's the whole thing. We wanna act like we got forever. We ain't got forever. We don't got forever. And this just me. I'm not sitting around here acting like I got forever. I'm counting every day as thank you. I got another day to get it right.
Mm-hmm. And I'm appreciative to spend a little bit more time with the ones that mean the most to me.
Right.
I've got Moira in the next room, and I can also come on here and chat with y'all. That's a good day. That is a good day.
Yeah, man.
So don't count your days. Just embrace them and try to be the best version of yourself you can be, I suppose.
Yeah. You said some shit then, Will. You said some shit then.
Right. This is grown man talk. This is what it's for y'all, for y'all YNs and for y'all new subscribers and for y'all people newly getting exposed to us. What it sounds like. This is what we do.
Yeah.
It ain't a bunch of light boy. It ain't a bunch of light boys just talking about a lifestyle they know nothing about.
Yeah.
And some of y'all want to be grown people out here that's got to beat on your chest every time you in a room with grown men. Cut it out. You're not fooling us.
Just remember, you the one that said the gloves was off.
Yeah, shake your dick. Nobody's pissing against you.
Right.
It's not a contest.
It's what you asked for.
There you go. But like I said, we're gonna go ahead and wind it down. I'm gonna appreciate the fellas coming on here. Like you said, man, we just shooting our shit on different topics here, and I think this is definitely was a good conversation in itself. So fellas, I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and get y'all final words in before we get up on out of here, man. So go ahead, we'll let you kick us off, man. What's your final thought for this evening?
Well, as I say, I've seen some real talk, and I thought this was one I definitely wanted to be part of, just to kind of reiterate to you boys, reiterate to the community that I'm kind of in it for the long haul. So, if you don't like seeing me on the panel, then sorry, you're fucked.
You go fuck yourself.
That's what you tell them. That's what you tell them. Go fuck yourself.
100%, man. I'm gonna do me. If you're along for the ride, cool. If not, then fuck off. And now,
Hey,
but
that's what
now
I'm talking
it's
about.
just smash the like button. Will the Thrill Waddle? That's WAD-L here on YouTube. Will Waddle on X if you want to come at me on there. Continue the chat. I got my boxing gloves stored in the back just in case. But no, thanks as always for having me on, boys. And one more thing. I wasn't on the show earlier on, apart from in the chat, so I don't know if he's in the chat if he's listening. Jerome, prayers up. He lost his, I think it was his father-in-law today.
Yeah,
So
man. Yeah,
just prayers
yeah.
up
Yeah.
and all the best from across and from our family to yours. Just your inward thoughts, guys. Just
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's all I wanted to say,
definitely,
boys.
yeah.
definitely condolences to Jerome, man. Like you said, man. We appreciate that, Will. Sam, what you got, man?
It's Sunday. Y'all know what tomorrow is. Shit, Mad Monday. Y'all already know you're gonna see me. I'm gonna drop a little video later on, you know what I'm saying, just for a little preview to see what we'll be talking about tomorrow because I ain't got time to read through these notes. I had to slap Mike if I go into that. Look,
Truth.
What the fuck
What's
I
that?
do
we
this
we
time?
we we, we having real shit going on. We have a real shit mentality. All right, and understand we ain't got to tell nobody. It's just the platform is what it is. So if I got to tell you, damn it, yeah, it's some real shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Well, look,
Truth, what's
man.
up, man?
There's a difference.
What's going on? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
Good to see
And
you
not
too.
much. Not much. We get the STS out the way so we can go ahead and segue it into the exclusive world of wrestling for you, man.
We gon' what we're gonna do is we gonna push it to just a pay-per-view arcade live event preview. Got a couple people on the team. Had some little prior engagements that they had already cleared through the front office. So we just gonna go ahead on and push it to Thursday.
All right, y'all hear that?
Yeah,
But
okay.
Yes, sir.
look, man, we look. Appreciate y'all for helping me get to 200. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to everybody on the panel. Make sure you give love to our brother across the pond, man. We've been doing big things. Look, y'all just gonna have to get ready. All of the play shit, that's done with. We doing real shit now.
Uh,
You either walking with us or you can walk on by yourself. Choice is yours.
real quick. Hey, Will, I would love to have you on either one of them Monday or Wednesday, either Mad Monday or what I'm saying, Wicked Wednesday. I would love to have you on. It would be my privilege, you know.
Oh, I'd be honoured, sir. Hit me up. You've got me on Messenger, I'm sure, so hit me up anytime. That sounds like fun.
All right.
Yeah, also, yeah, Will Mike told me that you're a wrestling guy. So hey man, hey, if you got time, look like we trying to fill Will up, huh? If you got time, man, we'll talk. We'll talk.
Always get at me, boys. Happy to talk. Happy to talk shop. Happy to talk sports and wrestling anytime, man. As I
Yeah.
say, I think I've proved since the draft that I'm not shy in taking a few night shifts. So yeah, y'all better get used to seeing me.
Okay, all right.
There you go. What you got, Mike?
I gotta know just what you feel. I wanna know.
This this motherfucker. Yeah.
What are you over here crying for, Mike? Wait a minute. What I done walked into?
Mike, you ain't shit.
What I done walked into?
You ain't shit, Mike. You ain't shit.
I wanna know.
Michael, come on now, Michael. You can't
Oh
jump in.
Jesus!
You can't jump with both feet now. Come on now.
Oh my God.
Lord,
don't know
Thank
what
Lord,
you
I don't
Lord.
guys
know
for
what
joining us, man. That's
brothers
all.
and
Like I
sisters.
said, man,
I
we
have
got the
no
wrestling.
idea what I walked into. I have no idea.
It's a Pisces thing. You'll never understand.
Okay, excuse me.
Lord have
Well,
mercy.
like I said,
Well,
man, we got a lot of stuff going on. It's not just Atlanta Falcons. Like, man, we look. The world has changed. All right, not we don't have a lot of um. I guess we'll say just regular TV now. YouTube has become TV, so we got to adjust with the times and give everybody because everybody name them up. It just it's. I think the numbers for YouTube now for views is well over 3 billion. I think like well over 3 billion just views a day. So YouTube has changed so many eyes on. So we want to continue to grow along with the world and change. Like I said, man, you're never going to be you're never going to feel the true potential if you stay stuck in what you want. Like I'll say this for instance, like my dad would not touch a remote. Like he wouldn't even touch it. He would call me from upstairs to come down to turn the TV on. And now we got him to the point where look, he grabbed the remote. He's doing this. He's watching movies. He know how to go through the apps, all this stuff. And I'm telling you, my dad is the worst when it comes down to technology. And we got him. So if his ass at 70 something years old can change, there's no excuse for any one of us at all.
Hmm. And just one
there
more
you
thing
go.
before we wrap things up. I just want to shout out the guys down in the chat once again because while we're doing some real talk, imposter syndrome is real. To feel like you ain't going to be enough or you don't have a say or what how is the city of Atlanta going to feel just some random Scottish dude? But it's worked out pretty well so far. So thank you guys in the panel, thank you guys and gals down in the chat for allowing me this space to, well, let's be quite honest, rant more often than not. But y'all seem to appreciate it. So
Hey man, that's what we do over here, man. Like I said, that's why at the end of the day, we always shooting the shit over here. It's real talk, sports talk, all talk.
Uh,
yes,
Ireland. Will, where you located?
I'm just outside of Glasgow, Scotland.
In Scotland. Scotland. Okay.
Yes,
All right.
Hey, like you said, man, AFN International, we're gonna be leading the charge over there. Like you said,
hell
man,
yeah.
like you said, we gonna have his link in the chat to make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Like you said, man, continue to support everybody that's here on the panel. Mr. Tactician, OG Truth Hurts, Mr. Wide, Mad Mike Sports, 6 and
Yep.
K Live. And as we say at the end of this show, this is what happens when you shooting the shit. So until next time, people, we here to play.
Oh no.
We here to stay.
Oh yeah, nigga.
You ain't gotta go home.
But you do got to grow up.
Get the hell out of here.
And that's
And
the
stop
truth.
wearing. Hey, go ahead. Go ahead,
And
You
Truth.
that's
better
the
not,
and that's
Sam.
the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
And motherfucker need to stop wearing skinny jeans. All right, we out, y'all.
With your glazed ankles.
No skinny jeans.
Hey,
Put your eyes back in your head.
I felt like flavor, flavor.
Pry their eyes open and force them to see the truth. We will skin the sheep and sacrifice the weak. The unholy alliance has arrived.